Welcome to the channel, welcome to the vlog. You're watching HQ BMW. Today, we're going to start running some air lines and electrical lines for the height sensors. I like to run the air lines and the height sensor lines together because they're both going to the same place and it makes the most sense. And we're also going to try and figure out how we're going to get the air lines from outside the car into the trunk. So let's get stone up in the air, get the wheels off. We got to take the inner fender liners out so we can see where we're going to run the air lines around. But great news, I did email Airlift Performance and they have a package coming out to me ASAP with all the new fittings that we need to get the air lines connected to the leader lines on the actual bags themselves. Great news, it was awesome, super awesome. Very, very fast response, and yeah, great customer service. So let's get this car up in the air and get to ripping some stuff apart. Got the inner fender liners out. Now you can see all the actual frame and body. And here's our leader line that, yep, we'll have this new fitting for here very soon. But till then, I'm still going to run the air lines into this bay, as well as the height sensors. So if you guys can remember when I did the unboxing video, links above, Airlift also sent me the brackets to put the height sensors on the car, so it takes all the guesswork out of it. So I'm going to run the lines, the electrical lines for the height sensors with the air lines, and we're going to run them down the side skirts. There's a perfect path all the way down, and then I come out and to the leader line there and keep running the height sensor line in this area. So let's get the airline and the proper height sensor cable. They are all marked. Let's get those and start the front left. Like I said, the height sensor lines, they are all labeled FL, FR, RR, RL. Make sure you use the right ones so that when you come back to the trunk area, you can hook up the correct height sensors to the right end on the actual wiring harness. I just used some electrical tape and taped the airline and height sensor line together, and now we'll run this down the side skirts. This will be hard to show, but up under this panel there's a vent like this. Through the vent you can actually get to the other side of this bulkhead, which is the inner fender well. So you can run your lines through this venting system to get to the outside of the car and into the trunk. I'm using this line as a guide, and voila. We have our air lines running through here. We got our height sensor wires. The air lines run up in behind this cover and come out up there. Make sure you mark what airline is which so that when you go to hook it up to the manifold, you're inflating the right bag. The left side, I've done the same thing. Obviously comes under here, and the airlines come routing up here. The height sensor cables I've just got running down into this tub right now until we get the main wiring harness put in here. I'm just going to let these sit free until I figure out where I'm going to put everything. So now I'm thinking of mounting the manifold somewhere up here or back here, somewhere out of the way, but high enough so that no moisture is going to get into the manifold. With Quinn, I had it down here, and then what ended up happening was we got some moisture that come from the line due to condensation and got into the manifold. So thinking if I keep it up high, I won't have to risk having moisture get in there. But that's for the next vlog. We have our Airlines and height sensor cables coming out from underneath here. We got the rear bag one just tucked away, and then we got the front one nicely routed through the inner wheel well, comes down, tucks under this plastic, and runs down the side skirt. Now the front to continue comes up through the side skirt. I've routed it through the fender well, in behind the cables, and the airline. It's got some extra length here with the leader line. The height sensor cable I got running tucked in behind here. Once I get the height sensors installed, I will be able to find out where all this cable is going and if I have too much. That's why I haven't actually permanently affixed any of the lines yet, because I've left some slack that once I get the height sensors in, then I can permanently mount everything. And with the airlines, I can, once I have the proper fittings, then I'll be able to connect the airlines and route it all properly for the final time. But I'm gonna wait until we get the fittings. I think for the next vlog, we will get the actual height sensors mounted and maybe start doing the electrical in the trunk. I hope you guys learned something with all the running of the lines and how I do it. You can go and take all the interior out of your car and run all of the airlines inside the vehicle. I think that's too much. Maybe if you were driving it through the winter and it was your daily, then maybe I would suggest doing that. That way your airlines aren't going to freeze and everything will be good. Stone only gets driven in the summertime, so I'm not too concerned, and that's why I run the airlines actually through the side skirts, because it's just so convenient. And because we've already installed the carbon fiber side skirt extensions, I don't have to worry about running any screws or any of that stuff up there. I hope you guys found today's vlog informative. I'm just trying to break up the steps into sizable chunks that maybe you guys would want to attempt it as well. I know a lot of guys that will do the entire install over the weekend and they'll just hammer it out and they'll get it done and no problem, no sweat. I'm in no rush. I'm trying to document and detail it for every one of you guys, and I only want to do it once. Quinn, I took it apart probably 5 or 6 times and was never happy with it. So we are taking our time. There's no rush. It's snowing outside. It's minus a bazillion. It's just gross. So we're taking our time, and I hope you guys will appreciate that. And maybe you'll learn something, maybe you won't. But thanks for watching. Please have a fantastic day. Please like, comment, subscribe. Peace.